Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled message from your future spouse. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Aqua Obsidian, along with this 4 of Wands and the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. Group 2 is the Rutiliated Quartz, and this 4 of Wands along with the Fountain Tarot. And group 3 is the Ruby Zoisite, along with this 4 of Wands and the Mystical Tarot. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups, or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you would like to jump ahead. And up next is a close-up photo of the cards and the crystals to help you better make your selection. Hi, Group 1. You chose the Aqua Obsidian, along with this 4 of Wands and the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. So I'm going to start by pulling some tarot cards, and I will use those as the framework for the channeling and then dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense, so using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. So what does your future spouse want you to know right now from their higher self? Okay, so we have the High Priestess, the 3 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Moon, 9 of Wands, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords. I am so proud of all the progress that you have made to confront your fears head on and to follow your intuition, even when it has led you into dark places within yourself, to find truth and the will to open your heart even further to love. Despite your hesitations and all the confusion and the uncertainty, if you are alone in the sense of something more compelling you forward, or if on the other side of these trials and tribulations and struggles that you are enduring within yourself and against your own heart, if there is that adequate somebody to meet you and greet you and exchange with you at that depth of emotion your soul craves and has been deprived of and has needed for so long, you hold the elixir to awakening for me. I feel so empowered and so certain when I am in your presence that, like you, I can conquer my internal uncertainty and darkness and hesitation that has kept me from expressing the truth and nature of my feelings for you up to this point in time. Together, as we heal ourselves and we heal each other, we are forging the path to a different kind of love story than what the two of us have experienced up to this point in time. There are forces greater than ourselves which are urging us along. I see the signs as well, and although I do not speak upon them presently, I smile to myself in that quiet confirmation, and I continue to lean deeper into a space of acknowledging the depth and truth of what I have felt for you for so long. Soul recognition is an understatement when it comes to the sensation of electricity burning brightly within me whenever you are near. Though this is unknown territory, and I am unsure precisely how to navigate, I am curious, and I am willing to learn and make mistakes along the way if necessary. My confidence continues to increase the more that I experience the purity and the possibility between the two of us. We are in this process together, though our roads to one another look very different. We are on the same journey. The divide between us is lessening. More and more, illumination becomes apparent. I see you for who you are, and I know that you recognize me deep within your heart. I want to ensure that we do this at a pace that is organic and right for the both of us. I want to make sure that we are both deeply aware of the full scope and nature of the wounds which linger within, untouched for so long, some of them raw and fresh, which need time to heal properly, so that when we come together with one another and open up the door to love, which is waiting to unfold, we can both present all of ourselves to one another, because we have first given care and attention to cultivating the best of all of ourselves, to us individually, first and foremost. I am following your lead, and I trust where this path of love is guiding me. You are so unlike the others, and you are outside of the box for the type of individual I thought I would be drawn toward, and for whom I would have had such an awakening of spirit and soul in response to. Every cell and pore within my being calls your name. You are known and familiar to me through and through. I want us to forge this bond of a marriage energetically and from within, before our hearts are opened to one another, and that we bring the fulfillment and the bliss of what we are accessing and creating inside ourselves out into material reality. My choice is you. All roads lead me directly to your heart. And though I am scared, I am hesitant, I fear that I won't be enough, that I won't be able to match the consistency and depth with which you love. I am willing to try and press forth through all that doubt, so that on the other side you can see me plainly for who I am. Everything that I am building for myself at this point in time carries with it the signature of possibility of how we can enhance these things with one another in the future. You motivate me to strive for more within myself, and it is changing the landscape of the world around me. Although I am scared of the nature of affection that I have for you, I am pressing forward day by day, getting closer to that point of intersection where I may provide you that offer of love so unexpectedly that you have no choice but to blush and swoon and finally recognize what real love should feel like. So those are your messages in terms of signs. With the High Priestess, we have Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Pentacles is Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. We've got water energy with the Cups, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The Moon is Pisces and Cancer, and Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your future spouse, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got D, Y, B, E, I, H, M, C, T, Q, G, N, C, T, and L. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the Rutiliated Quartz, along with this Four of Wands and the Fountain Tarot. So I'm going to start by pulling tarot, and I will use this as the framework for the channeling, and then I'll dive into the deeper energies surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense, so using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. So what does your future spouse want you to know right now from their higher self? Okay, so we've got the Sun, the Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Four of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I am going through a process of recognizing my actions and how they have circled back around to haunt me. I don't know which way to go to move forward from this place. I am trying to remain hopeful, and yet there is so much that is overwhelming me and is compelling me to stop and observe and absorb the lesson so I can discontinue this pattern from carrying on any more within my life. I know that to be a suitable partner for you, there is so much which needs to be released. I need to come out of a sense of stagnancy and complacency. I need to stop numbing and running and face myself finally for all that I am and everything I will never be. There is a force that compels me to press forward despite apathy, which threatens to sink me down into a bog of devastation that is all too familiar. For many years, I equated this force with an angelic presence, some otherness outside of myself that was urging me to get up and try again, despite how the odds were stacked against me. I have been getting glimpses and signals that are causing me to shift my perspective, to entertain the possibility that this guiding light, this light in the darkness alongside me, that this is an actual person, that this is not just some higher force leading me toward my better nature and better tomorrows if I am able to choose to do the right thing finally, but that on the other side of difficult releasings and even more difficult processes of accepting abundance as my birthright, that my reward is to become the type of individual worthy to experience and witness and recognize the earthly form that this etheric energy takes. You, the unnamed, the one who is with me. You are that force. I have known you my whole life. And though I am wrapped in a web of confusion presently, I have only glimpses to go on, signs that are becoming ever more clear and incentive, where my higher self or our destiny that is wanting to unfold is pulling out all the stops to try and shake me loose from the mirage and the patternings that I have been hiding behind. I feel I am being given access to a world I have not yet earned the capacity to enter, not within myself and not within my material reality. Were you to pass me on the street now, I feel you would deliberately look the other way. There's a cloud of shame and a toxicity that I am struggling to purge from myself. I am not worthy of you at this stage of my life, and so it is best that you continue to remain elusive and yet calling me ever forward towards something else than the hole in which I have dug myself into time and again. Long ago, I shut down my belief in love as anything more than just a chemical reaction between two people with common pheromones and intentions. somehow, in all of this pessimism, there is a persistence which is reviving within me a more innocent view of this force. You are a representative of this divinity, of love here in the flesh. And though I am not worthy to be received by you, and there are still blocks and clogs within me that will not allow me to receive you fully just yet, I am aware of cracks in my veneer which are starting to form, so that your light and the conscious recognition that you are out there somewhere is becoming more of a present reality in which I am leaning into. Please continue whatever it is that you are doing, wherever you are in the world, because I hear you inside in this darkness with me. I sense and feel you as possibility. And though your face is that of a stranger, you are known to me. You are that otherness on the other side of my personal darkness, my incentive, my prize, my mirror for all that I might become if I would just get out of my own way for a change. So, those are your messages in terms of signs. With the sun, we've got Leo. Pentacles is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Cups is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your future spouse, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got B, G, U, O, K, C, L, Q, Y, I, E, H, and X. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose the Ruby Zoisite along with this Four of Wands and the Mystical Tarot. So I'm going to start by pulling some tarot, and I will use this as the framework for the channeling, and then I'll dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense, so using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. So what does your future spouse want you to know right now from their higher self? Okay, so we have the Magician, the Ace of Wands, the Hermit, the Ten of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, the Lovers, Ten of Pentacles, and the Devil. I've thought long and hard about the offer that I want to make to you. I'm trying to get all the details right, and I am getting caught up in the minutia of those fine aspects and tendency toward over-perfection. That is something that has always been a struggle for me. So I hope you will forgive this delay and what appears to be hesitation on my part. My intentions are good. I come in peace towards you. And I want to make sure that this time around, we get things right. It has taken quite a series of cycles within each of us and between us in order to vanquish certain obstacles that complicated the possibilities which were accessible to us before. I have learned from my mistakes with you and in many other ways in the time since we have last spoken. I wonder if you sense me tooling around behind the scenes, making little adjustments here and there, checking the temperature, sending you signs, gradually pulling together all of these moving parts so that at just the right moment, that offer and that truth can right the wrongs between us, instantaneously closing out our past and opening up what might yet become between us. My attraction to you has not diminished with time. The feelings have only grown. I have been tested, and I have cultivated a patience that is admirable. There was a necessary balancing act which needed to occur in my life and within yours as well. It was not the right time for us before, but that moment of reconnection is fast approaching. I am leaving nothing to chance, and a matter of such importance I would not dare put in the hands of even the most well-meaning angel. Where I was hesitant before, I wish to show you determination, a side of myself you had only glimpsed, but which fell back and was replaced by a fear which is repugnant and loathsome. This is an element of my shadow I have been very diligent in taming. I feel that when I make my move towards you, you may not recognize me. So much has changed in my exterior landscape, at who I am within, and in my energy. Even now, I feel that you sense me, but that you perceive this is a stranger, someone new, making their way towards you, to heal the hurts and the loose ends that I left behind in my hasty and sloppy departure from your life. I want you to know that it is I. I am arriving at that higher version of myself, I am using my powers for good, for a change, for the good of myself, for the good of you, and the good of what wants to become between us. I hope that on the other side of a bit of shock and recoiling to see my face again after so long, that you will listen with your heart to what I have to say in earnest, that you will look beyond all the time that is past, all the tears you cried in vain, all the times when those signs told you I was on my way, only to discover that I never arrived. I hope that you are willing to let bygones be bygones and to open yourself up to us building from this point forward. I will explain everything to you in due time. And a part of me that's a bit mischievous and prideful will of course try to take credit for some larger plan that I always had in place from the moment we first met and locked eyes and a kiss swept you away into oblivion. But in truth, all of this has been unscripted. I have been just as tossed and turned about between acceptance and denial as you have been. I have been with you through the storms, and those of my own creation have looped back around to have their way with me as well. So, in this period of continuing our holding pattern with one another, please know that I am doing my very best to build that better version of me, so that the best of who I am is outwardly and inwardly formed and solidified to match all of the perfection in the subtlety and the nuance and the contrast that you embody. You have always been my happily ever after. And if it takes a lifetime or 20, I will not tire of proving to you that I have truly changed my ways and that I am coming back around for good this time. So those are your messages in terms of signs. With the Magician, we have Gemini. Pentacles is Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. The Lovers is Gemini. The Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The Hermit is Virgo. Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And the Devil is Capricorn. So I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name of you or your future spouse, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we have E, N, X, E, G, Y, R, V, F, H, G, M, K, S, D, W, and T. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.